chess lovers, Suren here, and in this video I would like to share with you a very fascinating correspondence game played in 1890 between Jackson Showalter and a chess player named Logan. But before starting our game, as usual, would like to warm up your brain. Please take a look at this position and try to find the mating line for white. I will wait for your answer in the comment section. And now, without further ado, let's go for our main game and see what happened on the board. Showalter opened up with e4 and Logan responded with e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4 we have the Italian game, and after bishop c5 we have the Evans Gambit b4. White is choosing a very sharp line, bishop takes b4, c3. Here black is either moving back his bishop on a5, which is the main move, or on e7, but in our game we have bishop c5, which allows white to push forward his d-pawn with a tempo. d4 is on the board, he takes d4, and instead of recapturing, Showalter castled kingside. Here of course d takes c3 can be very dangerous because of this bishop takes f7 sacrifice, and then queen d5 is coming, and then queen takes c5. Of course, white is managing to gain advantage. That's why after castling kingside we have d6 and c takes d4, bishop b6, knight c3, knight a5. Yes, black wants to lure away this bishop from the active a to g8 diagonal, where it can cause black a lot of problems, but white first played bishop g5 and after f6 captured on g8. Rook takes g8, although f takes g5 could have been better. If bishop b3 then g4, and yes, black is getting better chances. But in our game we have rook takes g8, and already black has problems with castling kingside. Bishop h4, bishop g4, and e5. A very risky move by Showalter, which actually allows black to gain advantage. Yes, as black king is stuck in the center of the board, white is trying to go for a breakthrough in order to open up the center, but it turns out that black's defense is solid. d takes e5 was played, rook e1, and we have bishop takes f3. And after queen takes f3, Logan also won the pawn on d4. At this point, black has 3 extra pawns, and yes, black has a winning position, but let's see, will black manage to convert his advantage? Queen d7, rook d1, queen f7, queen g4, now we have h5, queen f5, and knight c4, which is not the best continuation. Knight c6 could have given black better chances, and then knight d4. The knight on d4 could be a real monster, but in our game we have knight c4. Here comes rook takes c4. White is choosing a very tricky line. He is going for an exchange sacrifice, but let's see, where is white's compensation? Knight d5, and in here Logan made a terrible mistake and played queen c5. Yes, with his last move, white blocked the black queen's diagonal and wants to penetrate black's camp. That's why, in view of this queen e6 threat, it was better to play queen g4. But in our game we have queen c5, after which black is in trouble. Here comes queen e6 check, king f8, and bishop takes f6. Yes, by going for a piece sacrifice, white is blowing apart this defensive pawn shield, and now black king is in danger. Rook e8 was played, but let's take a look what if she takes f6. Then in this case white can simply recapture with the queen and then can win the pawn on e5. And yes, once white is managing to open up the center, black king is becoming an easy target. Black king is in a mating net, and then white can announce this beautiful checkmate. Let's go back. In our game after bishop takes f6 we have rook e8, and now comes knight e7, a beautiful move that threat is knight g6 checkmate. Now if rook takes e7, then rook d8 check is coming, and then rook takes e8 checkmate. That's why after knight e7 black went for this desperate queen takes f2 move, but of course this won't help. Black king h1 was played, queen takes f6, and knight g6 check is on the board. Very beautiful position, I think. Queen takes g6 is forced, but now comes the rook. Rook f1 check, bishop f2, white is first winning the bishop, and after queen f6 is also winning the black queen. G takes f6, after which we have this magnificent Epaulette mate on the board. Look at this. This black king is sandwiched between two rooks, there is no escape, and the single queen is managing to announce a checkmate. An interesting final attack, I think. Although in the beginning white's attack was not perfect, black had great winning chances, but made a mistake, after which black's position went down very quickly. Thanks for watching. If you liked this game, give the thumbs up. That's actually helping to get a bigger audience. For more games, consider subscribing to my channel. Also, press the bell button to get notified about new uploads. I will see you in my next video. Take care.